the culture itself is when the streets, the people are now interacting with the music.
Exactly.
That's when the culture is built. So I think that was the missing link where the songs, you will say that the songs were good, but the street were not catching to the songs.
To the song,
yes.
Exactly.
And it's that connection then that the culture becomes built on. That's the foundation.
Exactly.
So now we have to authenticify the way we put out music. The streets.
Exactly.
Are the Kumbis banging the song?
Maji?
Are we performing? I think there are big concerts that are coming through in the country. So I'm hoping that as we engage the different stakeholders, they start to understand that it's more appropriate or more incentive if the local guys are the ones that are shutting out down the stage, not the guy. Because when you go to SA, they will still dominate us. When you go to Nigeria, they will dominate. You see that actually Narcissus is from Durban. When you're in SA, in Durban, oh, he's from here. And they should get the same feeling when they're in Bremer. Oh, Sibawu, you are in Sibawu City. In fact, let's highlight the guy, where is he? Exactly. Yeah, that's how hip hop is supposed to be. People represent where they're from, and the other people end up respecting that sort of narrative because they can't be from Bremer. Anyway, I wanted to use the blueprint because that's the thing that's been missing from all our great artists in Swaziland. They have been great in the sense that of being talented into the music, but now when it comes to taking the product into monetizing it, that's where we failed. Yeah. So our blueprint was like, we can record nice music, but it's the marketing side that was left off.
Exactly. That's where you have to close the gap.
That's where with this tape, we're closing that gap. So that now the next generation or the kids that are in school now, they know that we can actually become a successful hip hop artist in the country.
Yeah, nigga, nigga, yeah, downtown. Yeah. Tell them, nigga from Bremer, vendetta, all I do better, saying no better.
Welcome to the next thing that's gonna blow up. Thank you guys for tuning again for yet another fire episode. You know, here we do not play games, and it's been a minute. Yo guys, I missed you. I've been busy as crazy. Yo, I've been dropping. I am so sorry guys, but no, now today we're like, nah, let's do it again. Let's give you another fire person all the way from Bremer. My G, what's good?
What's up, bro?
Thank you for coming through, brother.
We're good. The capital is hot today because I'm here. Usually it's cold here.
It was cold in the morning and you're like, nah, I'm coming in the afternoon.
Yeah, because
you changed the weather.
Bremer is always hot. And that's why we're here, by the way. Yeah.
My G, yeah. But yeah, before we jump right into the conversation, can you just do a quick intro, my G?
My name is Sibawu. I rap. We do this thing.
Yeah, my G.
I'm one of those artists that I've given myself the responsibility of building the industry, especially our hip hop sort of culture.
Exactly.
So hopefully in a year or 2, 5 years from now, I'll be seen as a pioneer, and especially in the music, hip hop per se. We're trying to take it globally. I mean, this is my second official tape. So the last tape that we had took us to different African countries. So I'm hoping now with this one we're taking to overseas, California.
We're shutting
London.
down the whole Africa, my G.
Yeah.
We're shutting down, man. Speaking of building the industry, man, it's something that I'm also like passionate about.
Yeah.
But how do you really build an industry, bro? Like, for example, let's talk about Swaziland. It's home. How do we build the industry, my G?
If I will stick with hip hop. With hip hop, I think we have had good artists that can record nice music. People really that could rap. I mean, from Mo, Diba, people intellectual, nice rappers. The culture itself is when the streets, the people are now interacting with the music.
Exactly.
That's when the culture is built. So I think that was the missing link where the songs, you will say that the songs were good, but the street were not catching to the songs.
To the song,
yes.
Exactly.
And it's that connection then that the culture becomes built on. That's the foundation.
I think that makes a lot of sense. Because speaking from Zimbabwe, you know, I've given you this reference before that when a song drops, you know, Zimbabwe, they have their own genre. It's called Zim Danso.
You said it,
Bro, when a Zim Danso song drops, I'm telling you, everybody's is gonna be banging to
like
it.
a shutdown.
They change language. That's how big they are.
What?
They change language. Right now we speak. They're the Shakespeare's, bro. Because right now they're changing the language. They're making new words that, like you're saying, it becomes the culture.
Yes.
So when people start interacting with those words, for example, even in their daily lives, that's the culture that we're talking about. And how exactly can we know that's how to, that's the thing, but how do we do it in Swaziland?
I think, so the first thing that just was going to be important, just me recording the music, wanting to build the culture through the music, through that product, is representing where I'm from, right? Because now I grew up in Manzini, from Bremer, the street know me.
Exactly.
So the people, when now I'm talking about music, it's not like, where is this character coming from? They've seen me, I grew up in front of their eyes, but now all I'm saying is, I've made this product for ourselves. And then that's when the culture starts to see, oh, a person from from the same neighborhood we grew up in can actually go and represent us in other countries and take Swaziland to the globe, basically.
Exactly.
Like how Waffles actually did it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Now she's blowing up like crazy.
Yeah.
That connection between the artist and the streets, I think is what's important, like you're saying, where people can resonate with you in the streets. I mean, we've been seeing the nigga like walking through the streets every day. He's our homie, and then when he drops music, we all embrace it, and then we start jamming to it, and then we influence. I think that's where the most important thing is. We influence culture through music. You know, we get everybody talking about it, and then we're blowing up, man. Yeah, but it's been crazy. You know, speaking of your first tape, how did that happen? You know, I've seen you've been touring. You went to Uganda, I think. At some point, Rwanda, all those countries, my G.
So, interesting, right? With your first tape. That's when I guess...
and it was your first, which is crazy. It's your first. And you went to all those countries, man.
So that's why, I guess to me, that's when I saw that I received so much love from those sort of countries. So I knew that when I'm coming back for the second tape, they are supposed to now come to mine and see of how much work I've done. So I'm like, they also told me that they expect a lot from me. Since now I've seen what really hip hop can do. Hip hop can take me to Uganda and a 5-star hotel. Nice. So it's like that. Those are the things that I guess I will appreciate from hip hop, but it's the culture that I saw that is big in the continent. It's not just Swaziland. So the market for us is not just Swaziland, but we have to build the culture here. You have to be known here. People have to love your music from here, and then it's spread like a domino effect to other sort of countries and other places, because the culture that we're doing hip hop is not just a Swazi thing. It's international thing.
Exactly. But then how now with the streaming platforms now? I feel like a lot of people now, you know, are just jumping on the streaming platform without cultivating the culture locally. I don't know how you feel about that. From
just a real life example, like real life experience, I tried the platforms with my first tape. I saw that I made more ground with the music without them. So now I start to wonder, why am I paying Spotify to keep my music there while I'm from Swaziland? And the thing is, one of the things that I noticed is that we end up competing with the major artists in those platforms. And it's like it's murky. It's murky in those platforms, because usually Drake will get preference when he drops a new song than me from Sibawu, from Swati. So those are the things you start to look at. Like, nah, it's not. There's no advantage for me as a guy coming from a small country. So now what I have to do is I have to be on the streets.
Exactly.
I have to receive the love from the streets. They have to love the song. They have to appreciate the fact that we put out quality music. Not good they know us, but now this thing that we're doing is competitive. Yeah,
I think that's the important part, where the music that you make is globally competitive. Because there's now with technology, you know, you can have a studio in your bedroom and you start putting, like the podcast, like when it started, it was on a phone, and
I can imagine. Now we are
now we have a camera. We're growing, we're getting there. It's the same with the music, you know? Now with how technology has simplified things. There's a lot of music coming. There's a lot of music coming. And then how then do you separate yourself? Because like, bro, everybody is dropping something. How do you separate yourself?
And then how do I differentiate myself? Like Apple. I'll put some branding, or is it it's the software that will be different? The standard has to be different in my product. So now it's the way I'm approaching the marketing, sort of like the old marketing perception of how you put out music. I don't think in Swaziland it can work. So now we have to authenticify the way we put out music, the streets.
Exactly.
Are the Kumbis banging the song? Are we performing? I think there are big concerts that are coming through in the country. So I'm hoping that as we engage the different stakeholders, they start to understand that it's more appropriate or more incentive if the local guys are the ones that are shutting out down the stage, not the guy. Because when you go to SA, they will still dominate us. When you go to Nigeria, they will dominate. You see that actually Narcissus is from Durban. When you're in SA, in Durban, oh, he's from here. And they should get the same feeling when they're in Bremer. Oh, Sibawu, you are in Sibawu City. In fact, let's highlight the guy, where is he? Yeah, that's how hip hop is supposed to be. People represent where they're from, and the other people end up respecting that sort of narrative because they can't be from Bremer.
Exactly.
Alias can't be from Bremer.
Exactly.
25K can't be from Bremer. I'm the nigga from Bremer. So they have to know Bremer through me and appreciate the fact that I'm the only one that can paint that picture for them.
You can tell the story from Bremer because we are from there.
Yeah,
and the point of where locals shut down the music concert is what's really important. We definitely need locals to shut down, bro.
Prime time.
We should be having an all local lineup and have the fire show. We don't need nobody.
Facts. Agree.
Just locals, and everyone is jamming to the music, singing along. That's where the culture is now. You then create a culture, and if you notice, I don't know if you have noticed this, but Swaziland is slowly becoming a festival country.
Yes.
Every 2-3 months, there's a festival. Look at it nicely. We had with Bushfire.
Yes.
We're having Epic Gig coming through.
Yes.
We have
the Standard Bank one.
We have Luju.
Yeah.
We have Farmers Market.
Yes, coming through. And we're still in winter. We're still like maybe winter, spring. We don't even know what's going to happen December.
My G, all these few months, we've got so many shows and so many thousands of people, which should be, if we have local lineups, bro, the music industry will be like fire, because that's so much money for the locals, but the money is leaving. Every dollar that comes into the kingdom, it vies.
And I was thinking that just on an industry like perspective, it's called ERA now. The Revenue Authority. They know how much money is leaving the country through these artists that come from here.
Exactly.
So we already through them they can give us the stats to understand how much value our industry is.
My G.
Based on how much money we're paying different African artists that are coming here to perform.
My G.
And that's the money that should be sold to the youth, that your industry is worth this much, because these promoters are paying these people cash.
My G, hard cash, and they are paid first. They are given preference by the way. They are given preference.
And then to me, I'm like, that's not an issue. To us, our role as like the hip hop artists is being able for us to, the market itself should be the one that is selling the promoters scooty, gets bow on stage.
My G, you have said it well. The market should be the one that's telling the promoters that get Sibawu on stage.
Not me.
Exactly.
So minimum, the product itself should speak for itself.
The product, the culture.
Yes, the culture, the streets.
The streets should be begging.
So you see the street, you eat from the streets. And everyone will know that they're putting you on. They won't mind if you're now driving an M3.
Exactly.
Because they were happy.
Built you. Exactly. They've built you. There's that disconnection, bro. We need to really close it. Build the culture, bro. And when you drop something,
and it's real, bro. I was thinking that I'm going to my former school, Salesian. I have to go approach the headmaster, try talk to the students there, and try see what they think of the song. I think I have a lyrics. I think a bar on the song, not even a bar. I think it's a line that talks the fact that Bremer is Ndriza, Magza, and Msali. Those three schools, like. They're like Bremer. Anyone who went to, even if you were not born in Manzini, Bremer, but if you went to those three schools, your Bremer DNA is running in your veins. You understand me?
Exactly.
So to me, it's just now that's the building of the culture, because those are the people from Manzini. They work with the pastor every day. They in the Kubi in Manzini. They support the business in Manzini. So that's the culture I'm talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Man, speaking of your new song, your new mixtape, Manji, I listened to the Bremer and I was like, why does he have to do this? Someone from Bremer, but I'm loving this.
Yeah, fire. Shout out to Jojo, my producer, Jonathan Mulumba, just an African brother of mine who we met in this journey, I think 3 years ago. He's the guy that I worked on in the first tape.
Okay.
So this is like now our second baby now.
All right, I check.
So it's growth. That's why the music is sounding more powerful, more confident. The production has grown, mastering is good. I think this tape will show how much infrastructure also our country has when it comes to production and engineering. Yes, that's very important as well. So that they understand that we can record our music in Swaziland, but we can now export it to other countries.
Exactly.
But the production is here because it's actually cheap recording music in the country, probably than in other country.
Exactly. But how did the mixtape come about? Like, what motivated you? The song Bremer, exactly. How did the song come about, bro? I've been listening to the buzz crazy lines in there, my G.
I'm looking like Rema.
My G.
I'm looking like Rema. The mummies know.
Bro, the mummies, you know.
It told me I look like Rema.
They're gonna be coming like coach. So you gotta hide. You need an entourage now, bro. You need like 3 niggas blocking you when you're walking in Bremer. Like, don't come here. Nah.
This is a nigga from Bremer. So what is your question again?
I was saying, how did the mixtape come about, my G?
Woo. So there's a place called Ideation in Manzini where there's a guy called Mongo owns this place where youth can come and actually create.
Yeah.
So that's the space that I used.
Okay,
right?
okay.
So me and my producer started to record the mixtapes during the night. So you know how much of other things that I'm doing.
Yeah, I imagine.
So I can't do this music thing during the day. I can't. During the night that I'm off business now, I can focus on art. So I used to, so there's a story, so I used to see how much sacrifice I put in the work. So Ideation in my work office, I can see the studio. I can see my office when I'm going to studio.
Exactly.
So if I'm going to record at night from like maybe 7 p.m. to 3 a.m., I have to walk to the house. I pass the office at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
While I'm walking to the house. I know by 8 a.m. I have to come back
to the office.
So it's the only way I was going to sacrifice. There's the only way the tape was going to come out. If I had to sacrifice that night time and then forget about even the ladies for a couple of months or weeks just to make sure the tape is finished.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So now this tape was recorded in town, Bremer. It had the night feeling of recording a tape in your own city. Where so Ideation is by Sidney Williams, so we could walk to Lifestyle to buy lunch and come back record the tape. So the tape was recorded in Manzini. It had all the
everything Manzini. My G.
So now it's like we'll see what the street says. But for now, the street is shocked at the fact that this thing can be produced locally. I think the mastering and engineering is on another level. I think to me,
done properly.
Yeah, to me that's what I think our music also has been lacking. I've heard too many dope songs, but I was like, it just needed now just to be mastered. You understand what I mean? So I think now what I've done with the tape, I've seen all the other sort of problems that all our older generation artists have faced, and I've fixed all of them.
Exactly.
I've fixed all of them.
Exactly.
Because now where I'm at right now, the streets will determine where the song goes, not radio, not any specific person. No, you can't blackball the song. It's for Bremer. Bremer, probably the majority population in the country.
Yeah, it is.
So Bremer can decide a hit track without any other city.
Yeah, it can. Exactly, it can, bro.
Yeah.
You have the capacity at the town. Like it's the biggest, not the busiest.
Yes.
Connects everyone before they go anywhere.
We're like the Josie of Swaziland. We're like the Josie of Swaziland. So we have to take advantage of that energy. The varsities are down there. We have the best schools in the country. I mean, Babane, I don't know.
Babane people, are you hearing?
I guess it's competition. I think with the song, to me, I'm trying to wake up my city. So I'm hoping the Babanes also rappers can wake up their own city, because hip hop has to be alive.
Yeah, exactly.
Hip hop has to be alive, and to me, I'll be happy if also there's a sort of not a song has to be like mine, but it has to be talking about the city, man. Let's see what Babane is all about.
Exactly.
Because we hear rumors in Manzini, we see you guys are doing this and that, but we never see it.
My G.
You guys have beautiful girls. Let's see them in the music videos.
Bro, Bro,
Let's see the music. If you say your guys in Cape Town have nice girls than
Yeah.
Manzini, because me, my music video, will see how nice things I have in Manzini. I have nice girls in Brema. In fact, Brema girls are nice.
Nicer than Babs.
I will show
Show
them
you the
through my
video.
videos that I have nicer girls. So I'm expecting to see what Babani has to offer through the Babani rappers.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's where the culture. It goes back to the culture, my G. It's the culture that we need Mbabane person, bro, to do this again. For Mbabane,
Can we talk about the capital?
Exactly.
Yeah,
we talk about it, bro, and that's how you all get money. Cause like when people start talking about it, identifying with the song, and then when you have a gig and say the gig is packed, and then we'll have an all local lineup because people can relate to the music. The problem is you are dropping your song on Spotify or wherever, SoundCloud. Only people that are gonna listen to your thing is the people that you're gonna share the link to. You know, the people in your WhatsApp, maybe you've got like 80, 90 contacts. Those are the only people that are gonna talk about it. So if you're gonna be booked by even Bushfire itself, it doesn't see sense in booking you because you have when 80 people listen to your song. But if it's a culture and everybody's talking about it, then Bushfire can then say, yo, come through and sing here.
The street,
exactly.
is the one that talk, not you.
It's understanding the market chain. You have taught me very well, you and Alan, the concept of market chain.
Yeah, facts.
It's where everybody should be looked when you're coming into business. Come through, market chain. Who's behind you? Who's in front of you? Yes. Exactly. And the streets is the biggest component of the market chain.
Because that's the market.
They are the market.
This is where the thing is consumed. This is where the content is consumed. So if the market... So if you move according to the market, you get to a point where you can start to estimate how much profit you can make even before you operate.
Exactly.
Right. And then now you can estimate how much energy you need to put into the thing based on how much money you will receive or based on how much resources you have to invest in the thing. Yeah, so to me, I'm at a stage where, because I understand business, I'm able to use the same principles in the music industry because it's an industry. If industry has to have the same foundations, finance, marketing, operations.
Exactly. Yes. All those components. And when you understand them, and I think how exactly has understanding business helped you like in the music space? I can't even,
I'm still to measure that. I think it will be one of the catalysts, basically, of how I will become successful in the music industry, of how already I've become successful already as it is. Because even just when I go to Uganda, I remember I realized that no Swazi actually come here to perform. They don't know anyone here.
Exactly.
And at that time when I went there, I don't think Waffles had blown up. So they didn't know any Swazi artist.
Probably didn't know Swaziland as a country.
So I saw from that, I'm like, oh, there's room here. There's room here. There's people who want our music. They appreciate our language. Because even with me, even though like I write my music in English, the production and sometimes with Sambu traditional songs, because we want to keep it authentic. But also, I think King Sopoza is the one that said, we have to take what's good from the culture and leave what's not good. Yeah, but also exactly. from the what the white guys were teaching us, we have to take what's good and leave what's not good. Exactly. So that's the whole perception I'm on. Basically, I'm moving according to the that's the founding father of the country. Exactly. Before King Sopoza, there was no really constitution. Yeah, exactly. There was no even our ceremonies. They were not. Like, you see how now they're part of our calendar. Where now we know we see on August days, is when King Sopoza is the one that now everything, the plan of the country came into fruition. Yes. I check. It's crazy, man. It's crazy how you attack things, man. I can't wait for people to be listening to the song. You have to check it out. When is it dropping, by the way? The official dropping of the mixer. So next week, so we have like a rollout plan. So I think next week we are shooting the artwork in Bremer for the cover. We have to drop it ASAP. I think the interview probably will be dropping as well. Probably next week. I don't know when. I'll put pressure on you. I want it coming. I'm going to be working on it tonight. I need it. Whole weekend. And then we plan for the video end of July. So I think then we start to talk different stakeholders, tourism, the municipality, the SA, because I need MTV. I need MTV HLO to be on board. This is a culture song. It's not my song. Exactly. So it's like we'll find the best way to engage all the stakeholders to make sure we use sort of also my sort of work or how I've done sort of my marketing of how I've done my sort of work in art. Other sort of young artists can usually use my sort of can see the steps that I took.
Yeah, man, it's another important concept that you've just mentioned, bro. You have to document this shit, bro.
Definitely.
You have to document because
bro.
A lot of people, they have struggled as creatives, right? And they'll tell you like, yo, we struggled, and now they blew up and they are making money. But there's no blueprint.
Yes. Yeah, and that's the right word I wanted to use. It's the blueprint, because that's the thing that's been missing from all our great artists in Swaziland. They have been great in the sense that of being talented into the music, but now when it comes to taking the product into monetizing it, that's where we failed.
Yeah.
So our blueprint was like, we can record nice music, but it's the marketing side that was left off.
Exactly. That's where you have to close the gap.
That's where with this tape, we're closing that gap. So that now the next generation or the kids that are in school now, they know that you can actually become a successful hip hop artist in the country. You don't have to go to varsity, or you can still go to varsity and become a hip hop artist.
My J.
That's what.
My J. It's important also that we collaborate with this. That's why I was saying we need a Mbap's person to record.
Yeah.
In response to your Bremer, and then we'll build a culture, because once we have everybody collaborating, that's where culture is not built by one person.
Yes, that's why to me, it's like maybe we need, the song has to be out there so that the whole country can hear it. I think from next week, I think I've also speaking to SIPS. Hopefully they'll start playing it soon. So at least the song let it be out so that more artists are motivated to talk about where they come from.
Exactly.
And then to me, if we can, people can type different remixes of the beat. My producer we can give everyone the beats.
That will even be proper. We have, you check, like, we have people, we need us, like I'm saying, it's culture. We need people to dollar covers on the song. We need people to dollar remixes on the song. So that it's culture. That's how we grow. That's how, you see, sometimes we promote international artists without knowing. Because we're doing covers for them. We're doing remixes for them. We're doing all these things for them.
We have to do it for our own.
Exactly. We have to do it for our own as well. So if Sibawu drops an album, we need like vocalists to come on board. We need dancers to come on board. We need TV to come on board. We need podcasts to
That's
come
why
on
we're board. By the way, I'm the next thing that will blow up in
my G.
After Waffles.
My G.
Other DJ Waffles. By the way, I went to support her. I think there was Pop Sunday. I think it's like last month.
It's last month.
Remember from Bremer, it's always hard just to climb this Malakwane hill to come to Babane to do anything. But I had to sacrifice time, resources to come actually support her and see whether she's a superstar. I think just watching her perform, all the people that were there, I think I saw part of the industry, especially the younger generation. They went there to support the girl. So just to see her perform live after. We have read in the news because she's killing the stage in America and everywhere. So
and then we see her home.
And that was fulfilling.
Exactly.
I think we wish her all the best. Hopefully, when I meet her, I will tell her which I'm from Bremer. I'm from Bremer.
Exactly. But you check even Pop Sunday is another stakeholder. Because all those things, bro, we need to build a whole community. And
bro.
Where everyone.
Shout out to those niggas as well. I know. Some of the niggas behind the Pop Sunday, so we really appreciate the culture that already, because Babane now is like with that Pop Sunday, I've seen the culture being built.
Exactly.
Where now people know that Sunday
we're waiting for it. Everyone.
So I think we need the same initiative in the other sort of towns.
In every town, and then
so they also might need help. So that's why we have to come together. To be able to take Pop Sunday too.
And then the blueprint just gets replicated. Now you don't need to create, because the problem also is with a lot of us. You check our generation did not inherit nothing, my friend. We didn't inherit wealth. We didn't inherit a system. We didn't inherit nothing, because everybody, our forefather, they start all over.
I see what you mean.
You check, your father is like a teacher. You are a rapper. Your kid is gonna be a doctor. Your kids there's no legacy being built. So it's difficult to, there's no blueprint. Because if your father is a teacher, what's he gonna teach you about rapping? You check. But if your father is a rapper, you rap. There's a blueprint.
I see.
You check. It becomes easy.
I see.
But then, with that said,
I see.
We've got families, we've got people like Pop Sunday that have created a blueprint. Now, they should just share the blueprint to Mbaps or to
Manzi,
Manzini or
Bremer, yeah.
Bremer does a pop Sunday.
Yes.
They can franchise.
Yes,
they can do all those things.
Yes,
we have another one in Pittsburgh.
Yes.
It grows bigger that it goes to out of Swaziland. We go to Zim. We go to Moz. We go to SA. We go all over. Because now the blueprint is just getting shared. And it becomes...
And then more upcoming artists can use that platform. That's true.
My G,
that's true.
And you write down your blueprint of how you went to Ghana. To Uganda. You share it with the creatives that are coming so that they just, it's like in the banking industry, for example.
Yeah.
There's a blueprint. That's why everyone, you finish, from 5, you write to VAS.
Yeah.
From VAS, you become a bank teller. And then until you are the top dog in the banking. Because there's a what?
There's
blueprint.
That's
what
blueprint.
we need in the creative industry. A what? A blueprint.
And a clear one that anyone can, even as far as I know, like far places in rural areas in Swaziland, most Kombeni. Even in like a young kid, Lokuleles Kombeni, they should be able to use that blueprint, to see it and envision their life changing.
Exactly. Bro, it becomes easy when there's a blueprint because we can't continue to start all over. That's the point. We don't want your kid to start all over because you blew up and you didn't give them a blueprint. It's also possible because a lot of
it's also possible.
That's why there's this thing
possible.
of people say, African businessmen use a lot of black magic.
Yeah.
Because when they die, their kids inherit the business and it shuts down. The problem is the nigga didn't give the kids what? A blueprint. It's not like he was using
Since that's the theme for this sort of Bremer tape. The blueprint so the tape itself, even though we might title it Bremer, its title is called Bremer, but actually it's called Blueprint, like Jay-Z.
My G?
Right.
My G?
What? So we wanna go crazy with the video after the song is hyped up. Let's see what happens in the video. I don't want to plan it now. I want the song to the streets.
You want the streets?
The street will DM me and tell me when is the video. Then I start to run around like, okay, because now my stakeholders are talking to me.
Exactly.
I can't just shoot a video.
Yeah, exactly. And also you see how the response is like. You see how the Kumbis are jamming to it. Bro, we need the Kumbis to be jamming to it. We need the bars. We need we need the cages to be to Bremer.
I need
we have a gospel version. And we have people dialing, bro.
Facts.
My G.
Facts. Now, but we do this. Yeah. So now it's a matter of time.
Yeah, bro. It's a matter of time, bro. We gotta do this, my G.
But I have to leave you with a bar.
Oh yeah.
I have to leave you with a bar. I have to talk.
I need to set up a whole studio here.
I need. In fact, I need to perform. I need a mic and perform.
Bro, we need. Bro, we're getting there, though.
I guess you will tell me when to start.
No, bro. Let's go. Let's hear it, bro. We are listening. Are you listening there? Are you listening? They are listening. Let's go.
What's your point, lad? I'm the point guard. They couldn't guard. Your point card wouldn't score us. What gives energy score does. Blood in your own quarters. Private property has quarters. Yet to be seen if they're easy to border. Turn to Ukraine busy borders. You be in need of lawyers and coffers of what we offer. Whose offers we robust. That news broke trust. They refuse to prop such.
My G. And I like how you stay relevant to current affairs in your bars. It's like, it's not just like, I'm talking about what's happening.
Bro. And that's just a snippet. In my tape, I have 16s upon 16 upon 16, like, that's like high school kids. Like,
my G.
I'm in the city, Mbabane. So I'm in the city. Kudzai has to take me to Abed Milling. Every time I'm in Mbabane, I have to go to Abed Milling. I know I'm going to see someone beautiful.
You're going to be stealing our hands here. No, we don't want you here. You better go there.
Nigga from Bremer.
Nigga from Bremer should stay in Bremer. Nigga from Bremer is going to be checking. You check Mbabane people. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Your hands are going to be fine.
Let those wake up and make their own songs.
Mbab's tape so that you take the Mbab's girls. You can't let a No. Bremer boy is going to go with the Mbab's hands. That's not how it's done.
I don't mind.
You don't mind. But it's been a pleasure, man. It's been a pleasure, man. Yeah, we can't wait for the tape to drop, my G.
Yeah, hopefully we'll have a formal listening session because we had one private one last week Friday.
Okay.
Successful one. I think the people can social media, guess people can go check out my social media.
Okay.
Sibawu_official. I think Sibawu is the Swati. Sibawu. Sibawu. It's a Swati name. So you can go check YouTube everywhere. I think I'm using the same sort of handles here. Yeah.
Oh, Sibawu official across all platforms. I'll be linking him in the descriptions below, where you can holler at him so that when Bremer drops, you tell him he needs content for the video. So you people determine. He's gonna be killing the game. Trust me, I've listened to the tape. Make sure you check it out when it drops. It's gonna be playing all over, people. It's gonna be playing all over. Any parting words, my G, before we bye?
Well, to me, I want to rap. So anyone who wants to rap, let's rap. Hopefully other niggas are dropping nice content. I'm gonna listen to other rappers that are dropping. I know a few of them that have dropped. I haven't gotten time to listen to what they're saying, but hopefully I'll get to listen to everyone. But to me, what's more important to me is competitiveness. You shouldn't think you are good just because you're rapping alone. Come outside. Let's see if you're good, man.
My G, let's see if you're good. Did you hear that? Babana rappers, you've been challenged. I don't know if you accept the challenge, but nah, we want. I'm a Babana person. We accept. I'm accepting on their behalf. Anyway, people, from me, Kudzai and Sibawu, thank you very much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share. Peace. We out.
Yeah, nigga from nigga. Yeah. Downtown. Yeah. Tell them, nigga from Bremer. Vendetta. All I do better. Saying no better. Stash in my pocket. Kingfish Mandela. Colon sweaters. More by the weather. I'll be your ladder. Yeah. Shipping a shepherd. Keep playing letters. Shit or whatever.